In this series, we're going to be using the Python 3 interactive shell, which is available in command line on Windows and terminal on Unix and Linux flavors. In this video, we're going to be seeing the data types of Python and the variables in Python. First, there are plenty of data types supported by Python. First data type is an integer. An integer is a positive or negative number which doesn't have a decimal. Now the range of integer supported by Python is negative 214,748,3648 to 214,748,3647 because the Python interpreter allocates 4 bytes of memory to an integer value. Now I'm going to be showing you an integer. X is equal to 5, print type 5. You can see a class int where int stands for integer. Next, we're going to be seeing float, which is any number with a decimal. For example, the value of pi. Pi is equal to 3.14159265. Now, the type, we can see a class float. Next, we're going to be seeing a character and string. A character is any alphabet A, B, C, D, or any digit, or those special characters like question mark, dot, underscore, hyphen, plus, equal to, etc., etc. The character is enclosed in single quotes or double quotes. In Python, a single character is considered as a string. As you can see here, str stands for string. Now, a string is a collection of characters. As you can see there, str, which stands for string. Now, there are many other data types supported by Python. Next, we're going to see the Boolean data type. The Boolean data type consists of true or false. For example, A is equal to true, capital T and capital F. As you can see there, it says bool, which is Boolean. The other thing that's in the Boolean class is false. Now, Python supports many other data types, but we'll see them in future videos. For now, I'll give you a brief explanation of each. First is a list, which is a collection of elements which can be of same or different data types enclosed in square brackets and separated by a comma. As you can see there, it says list. The next thing is a tuple, which is the same thing as a list, except once you declare it, it cannot be changed, and instead of square brackets, it's enclosed in parentheses. You can see there, it says tuple. The dictionary is a truly unique data type in Python because it consists of a key value pair. Now, the format is key colon pair value. It says class dict, which stands for dictionary. Now, another one is called a set. This is similar to list and tuple, but it cannot have multiples of the same element. If I put 1, 2, 3, 3, 3, says class set. Now let's see what happens when we print the elements of the set. Print set. As you can see, it deleted the multiples of the 3 and only one 3 is remaining. Next, we move on to variables. Variables is anything that holds a value. You use it to hold a value and to declare a value at multiple instances of your code. Now, suppose your code uses 5 multiple times. Each time you cannot keep typing 5, 5, 5. So you store in a variable called 5 is equal to 5. Now, if you print the value of the variable, or you can use it in other things. 5 plus 5, you can see 10. Now, there are multiple rules for declaring a variable. The first is a variable name can only have letters and digits and underscores. You can use a comma or a dot or a slash or a question mark and all these other characters which are not allowed. If I try to declare a variable with any of them, it says syntax error, which means it's wrong. After declaring the variable, you have to initialize a variable or assign a value to that variable. So 10 is equal to 10. Suppose I just declare the variable as in giving it a name. It says syntax error, which is an issue. Next, the first letter of a variable can be only of an uppercase or lowercase digit or an underscore. It cannot have numbers. So, for example, syntax error if you use a number. You can also have an underscore, which is allowed. The next rule, it's not really a rule, it depends on your interpreter. Usually, the length of the name of variable should not be longer than 31 characters. Now, there are two conventions that programmers use usually to name their variables. One is called camel case, where each letter of the new word is capitalized. The next is called snake case, where nothing is capitalized, but after the end of one word and the beginning of the next word, you keep an underscore. I forgot to initialize it. I usually use snake case and will be using snake case for the rest of this series. Now, the last rule of naming a variable is Python has 33 words which you can't use as a variable name. They're reserved for something else in the code, such as addition, logical operations, loops, conditional statements, etc. etc. I will be showing you these words and I will be linking them in this description as well. Now the syntax for naming a variable is variable name equal to, then the value which you want to initialize to it. Now there are some rules of initialization and declaration, such as the name of the variable should always be to the left of the equal to sign, and the value that you're going to assign to it should be to the right of the equal to sign. Thanks for watching.